guys, how can you win the K24A engine shipped to you at no cost to you? It's very simple. Go to HondaStreetGarage.com, pick up a sticker. Now these go under the hood of your car. So they come in 2 different packages, 1 sticker, 1 ticket, or 2 stickers and 2 tickets. You can buy as many as you want and it increases your chances to win. And there's only a limited amount of these. Once they sell out, they'll be gone and we will do the giveaway. If you are out of the country, please do not enter. If you live in Hawaii or Alaska, please do not enter because I cannot ship the engine there. It's just too much. There will also be a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place prizes announced. So stay tuned for more information. Watch the rest of the video and then go to the website HondaStreetGarage.com. Pick a sticker up. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Good luck to everybody, and let's check out the rest of the video. Okay, we're in the sweat box right now. So excited to work on the bucket. We're going to be doing some simple maintenance. The valve cover gasket's leaking a little bit, so we're going to replace that, obviously, spark plugs and everything else. B16 here, we're going to pull this valve cover off. We're going to be swapping out the valve cover gasket, spark plugs, changing the oil. Now we're going to change the transmission fluid at the same time. Go ahead and knock out this maintenance because there's a track day on the car since the oil has been changed, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and pull this valve cover off. All right, switching over to the GoPro here. I'm going to pull this bad boy off. Alright, so you can see down in here, we've got brown Crower valve springs and retainers. So that's good. She's a screamer. I'm gonna go ahead and start draining the oil. I kind of forgot to start doing that, but yeah. This engine is clean. Now that we've emptied out the oil and the transmission fluid and also made a nice mess on the floor that's getting sopped up, we're going to be putting NGK spark plugs in. This is actually an OEM one that's pretty baked. It's pretty cooked. Fail Pro. I like these. They're not as good as the OEM, but the cool thing about these is you don't really need to use RTB. But once you take them off once, yeah, they're really no good after that. She was leaking pretty bad down in the spark plug holes. So we took the speed sensor out. Put the funnel down in the hole. I don't care what anybody says, this stuff is gold. Honda manual transmission fluid is not that great, but for the old school transmissions, the new Honda manual transmission formula doesn't really do well. This stuff is magic. And this thing does have a couple of snaggy third and fourth. It's something that we'll probably address a little later, but as for right now, car drives fine. But yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of parts to fix the transmission. The synchros and slider are still available, however the hub is not, and I suspect the hub is pretty heavily damaged. Okay, so we're kind of working on the EF here. We've been doing maintenance things to the EF. Obviously, you've seen me change the oil, transmission fluid, spark plugs, that type of stuff. Now, when I took the car for the drive the other night, I noticed that it was kind of running a little funny, kind of stumbling a little weird, like here and there. It'd be fine in 5th gear cruising, but if I kind of had it in 3rd gear and held the throttle for a minute, it might skip or do something weird or kind of spit. But if you notice, I've taken the distributor off here, and you can see here the rotor button. So here's the distributor, that's coil. I've kind of taken the cover off and stuff. The rotor button has this much play in it. You can see the keyway's not even moving. See how much play is in it. Clearly this rotor button here, which doesn't have a screw hole, which is very odd to me, it's been worn out basically. So loss of power, kind of skipping here and there. If you guys have had any issues like that, definitely check the distributor / rotor button. I'm going to put the cover back on it. And now what I actually have to do is find a screw for this. I'll probably go get an OEM rotor button later on, but in the meantime I want to be able to screw this guy in and have it nice and secure to make sure, you know, we get this thing running right and smooth. But you know, this is the only, it's a Saturday and this is all I could find as far as an auto parts store. I gotta do some searching and find a screw, and then I'll come back, put it on the car and report back. Got everything back together. You can tell I got the gray cap on there because I found a little tiny crap in the black one. Kind of upset because I don't really like the way these gray ones look, but whatever. We're gonna start this thing up and see if she runs a little better. All right, starts up like normal. Now for the throttle action. Seems okay. Not really going to be able to tell if there's an improvement until I maybe go drive it out on the road. So, all right, so we got our first mod for the Civic. Boom, amber corners. Has a wagon front bumper. I'm actually going to be swapping it out for a brand new 89 Civic bumper with a front lip and amber corner lights. First step I gotta get off is this front bumper. There's 2 screws here. Then we take the bumper lights out on both sides and then unbolt it, and it should come off. Fingers crossed we don't have any big issues with this one. So you can't really see anything. Sorry. Yeah, I'm pulling these screws out. Even less light over here. I gotta take these bumper lights out. Usually just the back one works. I can't really remember these days. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Just gonna twist that. There's the light. Then I'm going to take the screws out of here, Now off of here, we'll be back because we're running out of battery. I get the ones on the bottom out. Both of those are out. All right. All right, now the bumper is actually attached to the bar. So we need to detach it from this guy, attach it to the other bumper, and then it'll be ready to go back on. And here's our final product here of having the new bumper on. We've got the lip on, some amber corners, amber bumper lights, obviously, and we've got a little wing on here. It's just attached with a couple of screws up top. I may secure it some more later. You know, definitely a must-have. I got hooked up by a buddy with one of these. The brand new bumper seems to fit just about perfectly. The lip, not so much. I'm a little disappointed with how the lip fits, but I may need to tweak it a little bit to try to get this thing to line up. It's got a little bit of a gap down here, but not that big of a deal. Otherwise, looks great. And you know, classic EF look here. And of course, in the rain, it's, you know, making the red actually look halfway decent. But you can definitely see how much it's faded. And you know, I'd love to get this thing painted, but we'll just have to see what we can do given the current circumstance and situation of current circumstances and situations.